Welcome, everyone, to Lubbock, Texas, and Jones AT&T Stadium, home to the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And this crowd, as always, will be rowdy because they've been gearing up since early this morning. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the Colorado Buffaloes taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Buffaloes will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense will start this game off with the football. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they faced this year, so we're going to put his skills...
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Red Raiders come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Safe little shovel pass. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Red Raiders line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Got him downfield. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Red Raiders are flying down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Red Raiders have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs and these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Colorado's offense has its first opportunity of the day. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
And the Buffaloes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Pocket breaking down. Catch in the middle. It's Avery. Knocked down for the tackle.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Zings it complete to the right. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Gives it on the option. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. With the catch, it's Whitaker. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Wants to throw on third. Pucks it out of the air. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. It's complete.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good. And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Turning it on. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. And the Buffaloes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Pulls it in. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. And the Buffaloes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They want to run this quarterback. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
Offside, defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The corners are walked up tight. Leaves it with the running back. Can't get him to the ground. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. It's complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another 1st down here on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Inside the 35. There he goes. chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Red Raider. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Right on target this time. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Makes the catch. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The Buffaloes will snap it on first and 10. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down and run. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Buffaloes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Here's a heat. Catch in the middle, it's Avery. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. And the Buffaloes moving quickly to the line. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Buffs! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt him. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
The Red Raiders really need to keep this drive alive on third down. On the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Gets it out fast. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44.
Man.
They'll run it from the gun. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops.
You ain't lying, dog. A lot of talent, dog.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them.
Damn.
It is perfect.
75?
And we are all tied up here in the 2nd.
How about it? 50 plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Hauls it in. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the right. Incomplete.
Man.
Get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Quick
I know, dog.
to save precious seconds.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The short hands, it's Avery. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. And the Buffaloes are in the hurry up. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he makes the catch. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking downfield very late in the half. Now improvising. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16.
Damn.
That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Lubbock. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jones AT&T Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We've got a good one going here in the third quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Now on the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Great place to start for this offense. He'll start this drive firing. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try.
These niggas playing, dog.
And the Red Raiders are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
All right, defense, nice job early in the game, playing well with your backs against the wall. The job's not over yet, though. This is an offense that has shown that they can go for it on 4th down, especially during these situations.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Auburn had an impressive showing there on the Plains, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Bo Jackson is impressed with this one. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And the Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now he's looking to throw it. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to buy time. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Never a doubt. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he...
Looking deep down the right side. He's got it. Wide open spacing. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And the Red Raiders will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Oh, he's got a chance. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. And the Buffaloes want to move quickly.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Getting deep in the third quarter, minute and a half to go here. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He'll pull it down. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own one. The give. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Pulls it and fires to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Unloads quickly. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, what a cut. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens.
There he goes to the left. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. The Buffaloes are on the move. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football for a touchdown, he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Buffaloes will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Got his man on the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. That's exactly what happened. Nice job.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. And they couldn't catch him.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a two-possession lead.
They'll run it. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
To throw, it's Toner. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Here's the pressure. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. This offense has it with really good field position. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The RPO, it's complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth.
Big-time rivalry game in the great state of Iowa today. Iowa and Iowa State. Here is the very latest. Iowa State somehow, some way, found a way there in Ames and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if... there.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and where's that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy.
Fires one high and deep. And he's got it inside the 35. And the Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Avery. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Buffaloes come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They just keep firing. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. They got him. It's a sack. And what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance on fourth down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Red Raiders line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wants to return it. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness.
He's got it on the outside. He's loose on the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Colorado. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. From the gun. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead.
On that 2-point conversion, they spread the field, 5 wide receiver set, trying to create some windows to throw into, and they come away with a beautiful-looking, schemed-up 2-point conversion.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
To the ground with the back. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Red Raiders send out the punt unit. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Quarterback may change this route. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. A late touchdown. Probably window dressing, but still a sliver, albeit very slight, of hope.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. So the first part of the job is done. They got the touchdown. Now for the 2 to make it a field goal game. Snaps it in the shotgun. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Here's the situation. First they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or 2. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses, but this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.